Do you have what it takes to get your twin flame back? We're going to discuss this question and more in today's video. The question, do you have what it takes to get your twin flame back, is kind of a loaded question, I know, especially if you're in the middle of the dark night of the soul or if you're in the early parts of this journey. But I know the answer to this question already. It's a question, though, that I do want you to maybe consider and ask yourself, because me knowing the answer is a whole lot different than you knowing. Nobody ever meets their twin flame at a time in their life when they feel like they're ready to meet their twin flame, nor do they feel that their twin flame comes and enters into their life when their twin flame is ready to meet them as well. This is why oftentimes our twin flames are either married, in a relationship, or there are certain types of life circumstances that make it seem nearly impossible for a relationship to be sustainable or to manifest properly in our life. The question always therefore arises, why in the world would the universe send me my twin flame at a period of time in our lives when it is impossible for us to be together? Is this some kind of a cruel joke? I certainly felt like it was in the beginning. I felt like, why in the world am I the one who has to go through all of this? And it also, in a weird way, seems like our twin flame does not experience things the same way that we do. They don't seem to be bothered. They don't seem to care. They seem to be the one that's rejecting us. We would do anything, we would bend over backwards to be with them, and they seem to run away. Why is that? Again, it can make us feel like this is some kind of a cruel cosmic joke. But it's not. Actually, there's a purpose in why it happens this way. Can you recall a time in your life where you wanted something so badly? Maybe when you were a kid or something, there was some kind of an item or some type of an experience, maybe, going on a camping trip, something like that, that you just wanted it so badly that you would have done just about anything to be able to earn it. You would have mowed lawns for an entire summer. You would have saved every, ounce of allowance that you could in order to save up for this thing or for this experience. Well, your twin flame experience is kind of like that. The universe knows this aspect of the human nature, that when we really, really want something, when we feel that there's an urgency for it, or we feel like there's a huge reward or payoff in it, we'll do just about anything to achieve it or acquire it. Your twin flame is kind of like the ultimate carrot on a string. There's something much greater to this experience with your twin flame, which I'm sure you've already clued into, that it's bigger than a romantic relationship. It's bigger than any other relationship that you've ever experienced in your life up until this point. And the bubble love phase, we go through this intense connection with them that is unlike anything else we've ever experienced before. And then all of a sudden it's ripped away from us. And that's why it feels like a cruel cosmic joke. Like, why would I be given this great love just to have it taken away from me? Well, it kind of goes into the fact that the universe has bigger plans for you. Yes, you deserve a wonderful, amazing, and romantic relationship. You deserve a committed partner, someone who shows up in your life and treats you the way that you should, someone that you can rely on and depend upon to be there for you and to love you unconditionally and to be able to accept your love unconditionally. But at the time that you meet your twin flame, there's all kinds of ego and identity and programming in you and in your twin flame that needs to be expelled. It needs to be overcome. It needs to be transcended. You and your twin flame need to be able to get to a place where you recognize that what you're seeking outside of yourself in the bond with another can't actually be found in that place. It can only be found within you. And until you can find that love and that peace, that harmony and that balance within you, you can't have that type of relationship with anyone, let alone your twin flame. So your wonderful, amazing universe has brought your twin flame to you at a period of time in your life when you're ready and when they are ready to go through this phase of your journey. The encounter with your twin flame absolutely 100% unequivocally happens to you when it's meant to. We can oftentimes feel like it didn't happen at the right time, or the timing was bad, or it should have been this way, or it should have been that way. But the truth is that your twin flame shows up exactly when they're meant to. This isn't a coincidence. This is 100% divine timing, because you and your twin flame are ready for this expansion in your consciousness, a leveling up into who you really truly are, a recognition or a remembrance. It's time for the veil to be lifted. It's not easy, and it's not for the faint of heart. And there's a lot that you're going to go through and already have been going through, hence the carrot on the string. We tasted a love so deep and so profound. We want more of that. And we think trying to get our twin flame or acquire our twin flame or have our twin flame in our life is the only way to get that back. But the truth is that's exactly what makes them run. Why? Not because it's a cruel cosmic joke, but because the universe wants you to recognize the true source of love. And if it gives it to you with the illusion that it's coming from your twin flame, you'll never actually find that that's not the true source of the love that you're seeking. It's only in losing that and going within that you recognize what you are seeking outside of you has always been within you. It's already there. You don't have to try to find it. And when you know and recognize that you are whole and complete already, and you reach what we call inner union, that's when outer union can take place. So I'll ask you the question again. Do you have what it takes to get your twin flame back? The answer to that question is, of course, yes. You do have what it takes. You wouldn't be going through what you're going through right now with your twin flame if you weren't ready for it. Your mind might try to argue with you and tell you that you're not, or tell you that they're just ridiculous and that they're not ready and that that's the reason why things aren't happening. But the truth is, you and your twin flame are meant to go through this. It's happening the way that it's meant to happen. All of the things that your mind tries to tell you are wrong or bad, or that shouldn't be this way, or that you're screwing everything up or making mistakes, or that you'll never be able to do that. All of that is conditioning from the ego. It's coming from a place of fear. It's perspective that needs to be transcended and learned from. Like these are lessons for you to learn from, so that you can recognize the truth of who you are, which is that you already are full and complete. You already are the love that you seek. Again, it's not an easy journey. It's a philosophy and a deep understanding of universal law that is a gift that will reshape your life in every aspect. But it's not easy. It's not for the faint of heart, which is why I know already that you have what it takes, because the universe wouldn't grant you this beautiful gift. And yes, it is a beautiful gift. And yes, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And yes, you can get your twin flame back when you recognize that what you're seeking is truly found within you. And then everything outside starts to change and take a different form. So I'm going to leave you with that. This is part one of a several part series. So I'd love for you to join me in this little adventure, and I'll see you in part number 2. Take care. And by the way, please like and subscribe. We really appreciate your support. Take care.